Hello, everybody. Welcome to Space Engineers. I'm Duke Skyloafer, standing here in the world's most depressing divorced dad bedroom that doesn't have any furniture in it yet. I'm going to work on that later. Welcome, everybody who just came over from Rev's stream, including me, because I was there and I just came over from Rev's stream. You know, I told Rev he does not have to stop when I start, but I like that he does. I appreciate it. So, because then everybody gets to come over here and we just keep the potato train going. So, who have I got so far? So, Ire, I believe, made it in first with the Goose Brigade. I almost said duck. Wow. Let's see. Timmy Dean made it. The Mightiest Kaz made it. I asked them if they could bring a Mighty Kaz, and they really just knocked it out of the park with the Mightiest. Dig Rock is here, and Nelson is here. How's everybody doing? I asked that, but I was just like talking to most of you in Rev's chat, so I know how most of you are doing. Hopefully good still. So today we are... Is it weathering outside? No, it doesn't look like it. It always looks depressing, and it looks dusty in this room because of the way it's painted. And I always think there's like it would just be horrible to breathe in here with your allergies and stuff. But anyway, we go all the way out to here. Are we getting sound in here? Yeah, we are. Okay, it's just a little quiet. All right. Yes, we were working on this thing last time. And hold on. Yeah, audio's there. Hold on, we're going to just put up the game audio just a little bit there. I can hear myself breathing faintly. Oh, there's a new redeem.
Do it.
If someone wants to try it out. It's space. Try it. Somebody try it. We'll see if it works. It may or may not work. So anyway, the point of this is...
Space!
Oh, seriously? It didn't do... Wow, set it up exactly the same way as the other one. Okay, fine. You know what? I'm not going to mess with it now. But I set it up exactly the same way that Ire showed me how to fix it. But anyway, you'll see Tim Curry there next time when I fix it. To keep that Tim Curry theme going that we've got today. Hey, Riff, welcome. Anyway, the point of this thing, if you weren't here last time, is to be like the tip of the spear, almost, in my attack against the Space Pirate stronghold over there, which we will be attacking at some point in the near future. So this is going to be the ship that I will pilot. It's going to have minimal armament. Well, a good amount. So we'll have our long-distance assault cannon. We'll have some close-range Gatling cannons. It's not going to be like very nicely designed because it's probably going to get pretty well blown up. But yeah, so that's it. And then the plan is that we will design very kind of small, cheap... I don't know why I just jumped. I bumped the spacebar. Cheap little drones to fly with me, whose job will be to basically protect me from any fighters that the stronghold launches. And we will just print off a ton of those and hopefully get them to kind of follow me in formation and then let them loose when we need to. So we're going to get the basic shape of this figured out today. And then we're probably going to replace the front with just a little bit of heavy armor, just so that you know, when I'm facing the enemy, I can tank a couple of hits. We'll see how it goes. So, all right. I'm very sad about that space redeem. Did it the exact same way. That's frustrating. It's my fault. It's not. It's nobody's fault but my own. My own and Streamlabs for being confusing, I'd say. All right, so what we need to do today is get comfy in this chair. All right. We need to put thrusters on this thing, and we need to finish armoring it up. We're going to put turrets on the side. Oh, sweet, that thing works. Except for the wrapping there. I always wondered if that would work. Thank you, Ire. Appreciate the $5. Did you get the hat back, or are you stuck at number 2? That sucks. Man. That's reality, man. It'll get you. Alright, so anyway, I gotta mirror this thing, and unfortunately this game does not have survival mirror, so I don't know what I did here. Just, what do I have on me here? Okay. Oh, you did get number 1. Oh, Rev.
Coolio.
Rev with the $4.99. Let's not start a hat war here, though, guys. All right. But, I don't know. Maybe you were a penny short on the... That's actually kind of stupid if that's what it was. You got to be number 2, though, at least. And this is going to end up being a stream where I don't get anything done, because now we have to talk about hats. Oh, hold on. There we go. Okay. Okay, so what did I do on the other side? It was there that we did this.
Coolio.
The mightiest Kaz. Yes, thank you very much. Guys, you don't have to keep doing this. The hat is not that... The hat's not worth... It's not worth it. Go buy a single Starbucks instead. But I appreciate it. Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. I don't like Starbucks. I just picked a random coffee shop that I figured people would know. I don't even drink coffee. All right. And then we were going... Yeah, we're going to kind of armor up around this, because this is where the thrusters were going to sit. Yeah, and then this is where our turret is going to be. That's gross, Dig Rock, but, you know, to each their own, I say. Yeah, I'm more of a tea person, you know, kind of like I really like engineered tea. I don't know if you've ever had it. It's pretty good. No, what? Nothing to... Oh, boy. Alright, so this is what I'm thinking, is we'll do... Although I should probably weld up the stuff that's under this first.
Coolio.
Rev, thank you for the $9.99. Did you get the hat? You bumped Ire down to 3. Mightiest Kaz is 2. I think Rev is 1 now. Okay, let's just weld these up. Then we'll figure out the painting later.
Coolio.
Kaz. $5 from Kaz. This is going to be one of those streams, isn't it? And now I wish I'd spent more time picking out an audio file to play when this happens. I actually kind of assumed that no one would be super chatting anytime in the near future. That's on me, I guess.
Coolio.
Yep, here we go. All right. Thank you, Kaz. At some point, you gotta bow out. Right? At some point, you gotta bow out. So, okay, where did we end up here? So, Kaz got number 1, Rev got number 2, Ire got number 3. That's where we landed? For now? Okay. Yeah, and then everybody else is pretty much tied for 4th place. with significantly fewer XP. I'm just looking at the list. So, yes. Thank you all. That's just incredibly kind, and I actually am struggling to find the words to respond properly, so. So I'm just going to weld up these blocks like nothing's going on.
Energy low.
Energy low. That's my life these days. I don't. Those things don't heal you, huh? That's right. All right. I like making small grid chips because they remind me of building in SE2 when you're, detailing. It makes me feel a little bit like I'm doing some SE2. And the hat is out of my reach. Yeah, I could use some likes. If you likes are free. If anybody would like to throw a like on the video, I'm not even taking a drink of water yet. All right, the front of this looks awfully boring, but we're gonna fix that later. My usual disclaimer of, I will fix it, I will make it bad, and then make it good. Make it work. Make it cheap, make it good, make it fast. How's it go? Make it work. Make it fast. I don't remember. Let's see. So this is my, like, we're going to look down the barrel there, Oh, there goes the miner. Don't even remember what it's going to get. Probably gold. Yeah. Yeah, the SE2 lady who, the person who does the sound effects, your suit AI in SE2 is just like, inventory full. What is... that's always been there, I think. Let's see. Let me not get too much into the detailing on the side there. Do we need more light in here? I feel like we might need more light in here. Or maybe just the sun is too. Because the sun is shining on it. You got approval from Mrs. Kaz earlier on. Nice. Ooh, unknown signal. Should I get unknown signals? I think I've got... Oh, there's a chance that I could get some coffee from that. No. Not if it's not going to actually fall down. So, okay. That would be pretty funny if the final boss of, I don't know why I said it like that. The final boss of SE2 is just, you have to rescue the suit voiceover person from the whatever is the Delphos equivalent of the Factorum. I just realized I actually physically slid my keyboard over, and that's why my fingers keep going to the wrong spots. Alright, I think what I might do is, I don't really like the front of this with the slopes. It just kind of fits with where the guns are. I don't like it, and I think I might build some sort of a heavy armor, kind of a shield on the front. I kind of did this with the drones on the asteroid way, way, way back in the day. And put like a little heavy armor shield on the front. That might be a good idea. Language, Nelson. Language. No, I'm kidding. That's right. Chat GPT 9000 has been captured and taken to the Delphos system. All right. Okay. We have a flying brick-ish thing, which is the perfect canvas to start with. Let's reverse you up so I can weld the bottom. Did we just hit the roof? Yeah, we did. Okay. Oh, I would much rather have Edie from Mass Effect be the suit voice. Trisha Helfer. Wasn't that who played Edie? Wasn't the name Edie? Now I'm doubting everything. Iron Nose, for sure. Alright, so we're going to put a turret here. Let's bring this back down. Okay. So we're going to put a turret there. I think I'm going to carve off the front here, because I don't... let's see, I think a hauler just spawned in, which has damaged my frame rate. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is get rid of this. I might keep this slope there. But I think what we're going to do is... yeah, okay. So I think here's what I'm going to do. Take one of these. Unable to place. Is there not a... Oh, there's a thing... Oh, yeah, okay. I guess there's nothing for it to hold on to. Okay. In that case... we need... this feller. Okay. Oh, you would, or you would know the name of the AI character from Mass Effect. It was Edie, right? Actually, I don't need this here anymore, because what I could do now is... What is this? This is a window, right? I want to put a window there. Actually, do I want to put the window there? No, I don't think I do. So what I want to do is... I need... let's see. Probably keep all that there. Okay. I need some heavy armor blocks. Grab. That's probably all I need there, and then the plates. All right. So what I'm thinking is, we're gonna kind of do a bit of a heavy armor.
Meteors inbound.
Actually, I wonder if it wouldn't be better to do, instead of the plates, to do it in like half blocks. So I was going to kind of do just like a little bit of heavy armor around, like a very small shield that sticks out just a little bit from the front. Just so that the very front can tank a couple more hits than the rest. Well, that seems awfully coming right at us. Oh no, they're not. Yeah, okay. All right, so yeah, we could just do this. So as long as we don't cover up the... Yeah, and this works well because we could... this is what I was thinking. is that then these little windows that would cover the oh, I don't have a girder. These little windows that would cover the camera can be like inside of that. Yep, what happened? Girder. Okay. Hey, Game Dork. You should not be there. Yeah, okay. Put that there. So yeah, so then we just need to make sure we don't cover any of the weapon holes. And we don't cover the other gun, obviously. Let's make ourselves another connection point. Right there. Oh yeah, Aura and EVE Online. Yeah, I barely remember. I remember the voice, but it's been 15 years since I played EVE Online.
Energy low.
That game has been around a long time. Yeah, actually it looks good. Let's keep that. How am I going to do the top? Because so what I'm thinking is like you can... actually, now I'm wondering if it's even worth having a window in the front. Because it's not like I'm going to be able to see much. You know. If I could see, I'll just go to... Okay, maybe there's a good reason to have it. If I need to see something, I'll just go to third person, or I'll just look through the camera, I guess. Yeah, we'll have that held in there. Oh, that's just going to be held up by the thing above it, though, because I can't have anything holding it on any sides. That's okay, though. What was the lady just warning me about a minute ago? Everything looks fine. Well, wasn't there a warning from her a second ago? Or am I making that up? Okay, here's what I'm thinking. We're gonna do something like, was it suit energy? Did I fill up? Because I don't seem to be low on energy. Did I fill up and I just completely forgot that I did that? Alright, I sat in the cockpit. That's what happened. Okay. Now do I want it to do something cool like this? So I can kinda... I mean, I wouldn't really be able to see over it. Or should I just... Yeah, I think it's probably better. Although, I'll still be able to fly out the door with this, I think. Oh, maybe not. I think we're gonna have to go out the roof anyway, so... That's fine. Okay. Alright. So we will just... Remind me to get that later or not. Kind of looks cool there. Yeah, this thing is definitely going to have a shape to it. If I keep this on the front. So what we're probably going to want to do is curve or... Yeah, I mean, I like that. Just because then I can face forward. And if I do take a couple of hits from the front. So I basically just need to always face the enemy, which should be pretty easy to accomplish, I think. Did I put gyroscopes on there or no? Some old Duke Skyloafers on here. Looks like I did. Just the one though, yeah? Yeah. Okay. Maybe I should make it one thicker, one taller. Because it's... I'm okay with it not sticking out very far. But it is basically the same height as the bottom. Which I guess if I extend it out, then I won't be able to really land this thing. So, yeah, let's just leave it like that. So I'm going to get rid of these. And let's put in some slopes for now. Something like that. And there we go. It's like hidden in there. We'll figure out something to do with this middle row. I might do something. Alright. Then we'll figure out what to do at the back there. I think this will be okay. Like I said, this thing doesn't need to look pretty. Because it's probably going on like one mission and not coming back. Yeah. Reverse thrusters are going to go here. That was weird. Reverse thrusters are going to go here and here. They shouldn't need to go like all along here. So I'm thinking, so we're going to need a little bit of a platform to put this side turret on. And do I want to keep this like this? Kind of looks dumb. Or at least it will once the, well, maybe not, because we might just kind of paper over it, so. Alright, now will this... That I think will look okay once we get the... Let me put those turrets on and see what the deal is here. So we were going to go with rocket, Gatling, interior, assault. No, I want the little ones. There we go. Autocannons is what we're going to do on the sides. It's like that. Alright, so if we put something over the top of that antenna, you won't even see it. It'll be fine. We need to make sure that we leave room for... let's see, this is all conveyor. I think I have room underneath this, right? Yeah. So we need to be able to put in, like, some broadcast controllers and stuff. So I think we're going to hide those in the sides here. I got to remember how broadcast controllers work. No, not broadcast controller. Action relay, and it's already in my toolbar thing here. Wait, did I already put an action relay? Is that what this thing is? That's what that thing is. Okay, perfect. Then I don't need to do nothing with that. I guess we could embed the antenna down in there if we really wanted to. But... Alright, action relay. When we when we send a signal, we get to choose, yeah, set channel and send signal. Okay, good. Because basically what I'm going to do is use that to tell the drones that they need to switch modes. You know, go into, send signal 1 or send a signal on channel 1, drones go into formation. Send it on channel 2, drones go into attack mode, basically. So, I'm going to take a drink of water. I've been rather thirsty today. I don't know why. More than usual. So, if you're liking the stream, please consider clicking that like button. I'm trying to get up to at least 9,000 likes today. We'll see how we go. We'll see how close we can get. And if you'd like to subscribe and get notified when I go live, please consider subscribing. If you would like to become a member, I don't normally pitch the memberships, but you could become a member if you like. It is cheap, and you get emojis. And a little Grimlock logo next to your name. That's pretty much it. Personally, I don't think it's worth it. I wouldn't subscribe to me. Alright. I want to cover over... So I guess I don't need that there. I'm going to leave that open for now so that I can... remember that that's there in case I need to shove something in there, but we'll figure it out. So I think along here we'll do just some sort of accent thing, but let's put these little modded thrusters in. Not, there's a smaller one, isn't there? Or is that it? No, that's it. Yeah. So we're putting these in, and I'm really glad that I found all those thruster components. So that's where the braking thrust is going to be. Oh, we could embed side-to-side thrust in the sides here. Now I'm going to have to make sure that we don't overload these batteries. So we're going to have to do a test drive, but I think we're going to end up probably just putting as many batteries as we can, or as we need, out the back will be the plan. Oh, yeah, okay, that makes sense. Duke isn't as gullible. That's probably true, but that's all. Alright, how strong are these hybrid things compared to just like one singular regular thruster? 43 kilonewtons. And what is a regular... I guess we're in atmosphere, so let's compare this to a single atmospheric thruster, which is a big one, is 576. I don't really care about that. So one of these is 96. So we're going to need a couple of these. We're definitely going to need a couple of these. Now I might need more braking thrust somewhere, but we'll see. I mean, we could augment these with atmospherics. Actually, we should augment these with atmospherics now that I think about it, because the whole reason of using these modded hybrid ones was just in case we get outside of... because this planet has a really short gravity, or really short atmosphere. I don't want to accidentally float into space and not be able to get back. But if we have at least one of these in each direction, then it won't be a problem. We'll just scoot ourselves back in. For the most part, we should be operating below. So yeah, I think it'd be a good idea if we did augment with the normal atmospherics. So that's good. That actually kind of changes my plan a little bit, but we can do it. So probably going to try and get one of these, at least one in each direction, and then just use normal atmospherics for the rest. Because let's see, these are 650 kilowatts at 43 newtons, and these are 600 kilowatts and 96 newtons. So these are way less efficient, but they have the benefit of being hybrid thrusters. So now I'm wondering, am I over-indexing on flying out of the atmosphere? Should I just go with all atmospheric thrusters and just be careful not to fly them, 20 kilometers up in the sky, however high it is here. That might be the best way to go. That's probably the best way to go. Maybe I will put... Maybe I'll just put like 2 on the back or something like that, just to have them in case something happens, because I could always then just point myself at the ground and blast toward the planet till we get back into atmosphere. We'll just keep them off till we need them. I think we'll do that. So that kind of changes the plan for the front here a little bit, but that's okay. We can work with this. So we could do, we could put some in the bottom, not like interiorly, but like we could carve out a little bit of the bottom and just have them in the bottom with proper ventilation space and everything. You know, not sealed up inside the body, but just on the bottom, if that makes sense. And I'm not doing that specifically to avoid the Wrath of Ire, but because I don't actually really want to fully enclose them. Okay, so if we were to take like 2 of these, what's our... Okay, so we'd have to go just... Yeah, okay, so just leave basically 1 blank space in front of them. So we'll do that. And that should be enough for stopping thrust, I think. If we do this there, then we won't run into any issues with that. And we'll do that. And then I'm thinking this is going to stay as like half. Actually, I might. So here's what I'm thinking for down there, just so that I can get this image out of my head here. Something like using these things doing the half beams like that. Yeah, and then we'll give them a different color and everything. We'll probably give this line a different color too. And that should be fine there like that. And I think because of the way this thing is, actually, what is your... Yeah, because of the bounding box of this thing, we won't be able to cover these with anything, but I think that's okay. We could just kind of leave them there. So I think that's fine. We might not even need to do any buried forward, backward thrusters, because we'll have plenty of space back here for forward. I just got to think about where the... I guess I could put flatmos in here, face instead of this, and then that would give me a little bit more side to side, and I could do a... Let's see. What would we have here? So we could do... These are each 3, right? 2, 3. So if we did 1, 2, 3, I would stick out 1. Yeah. Yeah, Timmy, I think that's what we might do here, is just do flatmos in the side. Yep, I had a feeling. Due to the stream delay, I had a feeling we were talking at the same time. Now, that's not going to be a whole lot of... It's not going to be a whole lot of... Oh, are they in the group? They're in the group already, aren't they? Yeah, each one of these is 32 kilonewtons. So each one of these is just... Well, that's still more efficient than those hybrid ones. The hybrid ones, you're paying a lot for the hybrid functionality, right? So each one of these, so 2 of these, which would be the size of one of those hybrid ones, 2 of these is more thrust and less power by quite a bit, so... And we could do 5 of them right in there. And then we'll take that out and that out. can put in this and this. And then they're kind of protected in there. I don't know where they're getting their air from, but not my problem. Okay. I don't know if that's going to be enough thrust. Like, if we're doing a dogfight, I'm going to be sliding back and forth quite a bit. But we might be able to embed some more in a couple of different areas. I think I'm going to leave this. I accidentally placed one random thing right there, and I think I'm going to leave it there. Just for no good reason. How's the weather outside? Is it nighttime? Nighttime. I think we need better lighting in this room because these, I'm gonna run out of energy pretty fast. And you know, with the lights on and everything. So I might want to put in some side lighting because I only have overhead lighting and it's weird. So where would side? We're gonna do just a very brief remodel here. So in line with this one, I take that out. I take that out. And put in. I bet I don't have the right parts. We're gonna do an inset light instead of a proffer light. Let's just grab some construction components real quick. Alright, and then I don't really know that we need to do them over here as well. No, because these are already spread apart, so yeah, if I had spread this apart, that would have been a little bit better, huh? Uh-oh. What did I leave on here? There we go. Okay. Inset light. Oh, I haven't been renaming these things, huh? Should probably do that at some point. Anyway. This is not on the Titan. This is on the IP. That's what we're using here. Inset light hanger. And get rid of you and crank up that radius, crank down that intensity. And then, did we have a special... Do we have any sort of color going on in here? We did not. Alright, let's bring these up to 2. There we go. Now we can kind of see. Don't have any light coming from the back. Nah. Nope. Let's just do a... There we go. Nicely, evenly lit in here. Beautiful. Alright, so we've got side thrust. I think we're probably going to have to do more side thrust, and I'm probably going to do it down here. Oh yeah, that is build info. build info has a, if you hold control and hit plus, then it starts to cycle through overlays. So you can see, like this one's overlay is the angle that it's currently set to, and the thruster overlay shows the damage. I guess that one shows where it's currently aiming. There's different blocks show different things, and then you could cycle through. So it also shows, let's see, the first one is air tightness plus whatever the specialization is. So it'll show you like which sides of a block are airtight. And then if you hit it again, you get where the mount points are on the sides. And then if you hit it again, you get the ports. So if it's got connection ports, that's what it was accidentally showing me here. When I looked at this, these were the terminal ports and the connection points. And then if you hit it again, control plus, then it shuts off. It's very handy. Extremely handy. One of those hidden features of build info. Just like the conveyor network that you can go in here, which I think is like BICN, I think? Yeah. And then you can see the conveyors, the conveyor network. And where it's hooked up and where it's not. It's very handy. Build info, conveyor network. And they turn off. Conveyor viz. Yeah. That's one of those things. I don't know when they... I think that conveyor network thing is fairly recent. The overlays, I believe, has been there for quite some time. But, hey, Devil Knight, welcome to the stream. I'm going to go over to that unknown signal over there and get it. Lights on, taken off. Ah, it's still in the sky. Oh, that's okay. I figured it would have been on the ground by now. What have we with you? Dampeners auto. There we go.
Do it.
Thank you. Alright, where's the cargo? We got nothing good. There we go. You don't want to turn dampeners. You don't want to auto damp to a thing while it's falling, you know. So I'm going to let you go. Have a good time. Where's the base? Coming in for a landing. All right. Back to work. I'm still trying to balance how fast it gives the points out. I made my stuff cost a little bit more, but also I don't have a whole lot of redemptions at the moment, so I think people's points are going to be going up fairly fast, which is fine. Yeah, it's inflation. You know, the Shanix economy is a little rough right now, so. All right. Oh, it is raining. Okay, so we need downwards thrust, and I sense that it's going to end up having to be back here. Although I could do one singular, like, large thruster on the back. That would hold us up, for sure. We could do... I mean, this thing's probably not that heavy. Like, I wonder if a single flatmo would be enough. I'd probably be better off just using a large thruster. I'm going to have to kind of redo my connection points here, but... so that could be my down, and then... so in terms of forward, we could embed the forward ones along here and down here. I mean, this thing's going to be so light. I can't imagine we're going to need a lot of anything. So let's... I took all my stuff out. Let's do this. Then we'll have to get a little bit of armor going on the top here as well. Then we get rid of this. Get rid of this. Okay. So yeah, like I'm wondering if like a single flat mow is enough. And we could do flat mows on the side, but then they kind of take up. You know, they kind of stick out kind of far, and I'm kind of worried about them getting damaged. You know, it'd be easier to hide a single large thruster on the back like this. Which should be, I would think, more than enough to hold us up. I am going to probably want some upwards facing... Yeah, I'm definitely going to want some upwards facing ones too because of the gravity here. If I hit this and we fly up, we're just going to be flying up for a very long time, so... Yeah, that's a good point, A lot of the Shaniks come from the Super Chats. I think you get 200 for every Super Chat, I want to say. So, I don't remember what I set it at. The fact that you all were doing, like, multiple Super Chats in small amounts really kind of gamed the system there. So... Oh, I took my gun off. Didn't mean to do that. That one. Okay. Alright, so. What did I say I was doing here? Where did I say? Oh, we got side to side there. We need down and a little bit of up. Oh, and forward. We need forward. No, we got down. We need forward and up. So like we could put them let's see. I mean, we could just put the up ones like here. Actually. And then put the rear facing ones here, or they could even kind of be attached. No, I don't like that idea. I prefer them to be here. So we just want a little bit of up. I'm going to do it like that, because I'm going to put a little armor on the top, so if it's okay if these guys stick up a little bit, that's okay. I hope we can get to starting the design for the little drones soon. Oh, what the? What happened? Yeah, Marcus throws. He does these small donations, small and frequent donations on iRestream. Now, is that middle one? No, I think that's the same. Alright, so I do want more forward thrust, because I don't want to have to be... I want to be able to be agile when we're moving. I love how long this thing is. And it's entirely that long because it's got a very long cannon in the middle of it. Alright, so I think what we're going to do is I want to get more of these flatmos in. And let's see, I'm going to put something like that there. Put that there. And then we'll have to figure out how to just shape up the back here. I want it to... Actually, there's not really a whole lot I can do with that thruster on the back, is there? Just kind of is. But we could do something with this flat row right here. At least. I think what's going to be funny is if we take out this stronghold and then like the next stream something even worse spawns even closer or something like that. Yeah, this stronghold is not actually bothering me. Oh, I'm going to take that out. I don't like that. It's not actually bothering me in the sense of it's not harassing me at all. But it is bothering me in the sense of I don't like seeing the red on the screen all the time because it prevents me from... It gives me like a, you know, like a red signal blindness. Does that make sense? Where I don't... When other bad guys spawn in, I don't notice them for a bit. Because I'm just used to having a red signal on the screen. Game Dork suggested you put some flatmos on the very bottom of the ship to negate the one on the very back. As in... Hold on, let me read back. 2 flatmos underneath rather than ruin the profile. Yeah, actually, you know what? That's not a bad idea. That's not a bad idea. I think I'm going to go with that, Game Dork and Kaz. I like that. We will do that. I'm still going to put a couple more... Let me do that last. And hopefully don't forget about it. Yeah, I still got to armor up a little bit on the top here. But yeah, that'll actually allow me to cover this up a little bit better. Yeah, okay, so I want, you know what, I'm going to raise this up now, because it'll be a little bit easier. And let's put it at, like, 20 degrees. Alright, so, we just got to watch out for that thing, but that's okay, because we could really fit them in pretty much anywhere. We could probably get away with just 2 of them, really. And then I was also thinking we could put some more flatmos on the top, like small ones. Maybe flatmos on the top would be better than 2 of these, like, smokestack looking ones. I'll think about it. I'll think about it. Alright, so there, I assume 3x3, yeah? Okay. Yeah, I gotta say, that's a bit perfect. So, let's see. Max 1 megawatt, 230 kilonewtons? Now, hang on a second. Max 2.4 at 576? Yeah, actually, no, this will be fine. Always forget we're dealing with such light gravity on this world. We probably won't need... I mean, I'll put 2 of them on, but I doubt that 2 of them are ever going to be firing at the same time. So I want to leave a little bit of space there. Sorry, I don't mean firing at the same time. I mean firing at full. They'll obviously both fire at the same time. Unless I hit space. Then they will both fire at full, and we will go flying. Okay. Alright, now, which way do I want these to go? I think I'm going to go like this, and like this, and have those point toward the center. You know what? You're right. I didn't even consider, because I was looking at the, I was only looking at the hybrid ones originally. Where are those? Are they in a group? Alright, so these are the atmospheric thrusters. Yeah, maybe I should have been looking at these. Okay. Let's see if... I think that's the only group. These are hydrogen. Those
Energy
are wheels.
low.
Atmospheric propeller. I don't think we need that. And then the big ones and the small ones. So, in terms of the big ones, these are stronger. They're more than double the power. No, I'm sorry. They're more than double the force. But only like 0.5, like only 50% more power usage. So that would work if we were going to cut down. Alright, so that's that variant. Then we've got... Oh yeah, these kind. Oh, if we use these, that could really help us, like, shape the bottom of the ship a little bit better. And these are the same, right? Let's see. I used these on the Titan. So yeah, so we've got... These are just variants, different cutout shapes. Alright, and then we've got the little ones, which are 64 kilonewtons. And... So that's stronger than the current little Flatmos, which were 32, I think. So they're double. And they are not double the... Let me double check here. Yeah, 32, and they're 200 kilowatt. And these ones are 64 and 300. So these are more thrust. They're more efficient. So I think we will replace some of these with... I think we're going to replace... I think I'm going to keep these two as the vanilla ones because that's a... Like, they use less power and I don't need all the extra thrust. Sideways, though, I could spend... I could stand to spend a little bit more power on the thrust. So, let's spend a little of that power budget. Would it look cool to do them like that? I don't think so. What's the difference between these two? Is that the... Is it... Which way is the front? Yeah. Hang on. We'll cycle through them all. You know what? I'm actually going to turn this on so that I could see which way the front is. Oh, they don't do hardly any damage. Well, never mind. I can't actually see. That doesn't help me much. There we go. Overlays off. You also have to pay attention to the arrows on the little icon image. Does the arrow say which way is the... I mean, based on... That would have to be the... Based on the way the fan blades are scooped, this would have to be the bottom, and this would have to be the intake. Oh yeah, I see what you're talking about. Okay. I was correct. Oh, wait a minute. Am I correct? Hold on. Which one? I mean, I am correct based on the arrows, but if that's scooping that way... Oh, it's a medical shuttle in distress. I don't think I have the ability to help them. Okay. Let me just find the... Yeah, okay, so... when the when the arrow is pointing in, it is... that is the way that the thruster is going to... Like, which way is the air coming out on this one? I assume... Like, in other words, what's it pointing to? Oh, I see. I think I get it. So this one, it's going to push outwards. And this one, it is going to pull, it's going to push outwards this way. In other words. Got it. I think that's right. Okay. So this one is going to push this way. This is how I would want these to be. No, that doesn't make sense. This would have to be the out. I can tell from this. Hang on. Yeah, this is the out. Okay, that makes sense. I got it. So, I'm following the arrows. Sorry I'm bouncing all around. I'm just trying to figure out which way is up. Okay, so we'll do that. We'll try it. We'll take it for a test drive. And then see if the if this is enough. Alright, and then in terms of... do I want... Get rid of that. Do I want to replace those big ones? I don't think so. I think I'm going to keep the big ones. When did I delete this? When did I delete this turret? Just leave without any fanfare. Yeah, I think I'm going to keep these. Because they're the right amount of thrust for what I need. Then maybe on the back. So I'm thinking we're going to get rid of these. We're going to put some sort of... Maybe I will keep these here. For forward. I think we'll use... let me put this back the way I had it. So I can get rid of the... Yeah, so I think we'll do some of those modded flatmos along the top here. I think that would make more sense for up. So we could do... If we wanted to, we could make them... Let's see, there should be like a... Yeah, like this. So we could do like... Oh, that's not... Yeah, because they go... They would go like this. There we go, that's what I need. So we go like that. There we go. Sometimes they don't come out of the ground if I'm floating. It's like they know. Which way was... Okay, so to keep with the same pattern, we'll do that. Yeah, I like that. That should be enough to hold us, and then we could do... We could do... Actually, you know what? Let's get rid of that one. Glad you brought this up, Ire. So then we could go... Oh, I think we were going this way. Which means... Yeah, so we could do that. Because what I kind of wanted to do was... something along the side here that kind of looked like we were going to hold these in place a little. Do I want that to be thick? Or do I want that to be... So I was going to do half armor for most of this, which I think I can still do. So, just let that keep clanging away. And I'll figure out how to merge that in later. Then, I don't know, we're going to figure something out on the back. The very back, whenever I have a blank canvas on the back of something that's square, I have no idea how to do it. That's my Achilles heel. I wonder if this would have looked better as beams. Yeah, that's a good point. We could just kind of greeble up the back. I could put a big connector on the back for charging. I mean, we're going to use the bottom connector for actually bringing the stuff in. Yeah, I think we'll just stick with the little connector on the bottom. Trying to decide if this should be beams or if it should be armor. Do we have little... Yeah, we got little corner beams. I think I might do that. I think Beans, you say? Yeah, I think just on the sides, though. The top is going to be armor. A little concerned that it keeps bouncing me up into the sky every time I grind something. Alright. Well, unfortunately, I don't actually have any beans to use. So I only have beams. And I'm hungry. Let's see if I have any food stocked up. Food. I hit space bar or caps lock again. Let's see. We've got a frontier stew. Where's my seeds at? Do I not have... Am I out of seeds? How did I run out of... I have one mushroom spore. Where do my... Whoa, hold on, hold on.
Energy low.
First off, where is that spore? It's in components, which is weird. So that means that the food consumo... Does it need have... Wasn't there like a seeds also? In goat? Thought there was something
Meteors
like that.
inbound.
Yeah, I think so. Okay, so now it's there. So we got that. So did I not have... Oh yeah, they're all here. They're just not making seeds out of them. Okay. That makes sense. So we need vegetables. Do I have a... That sounded kind of close. I don't have an unknown signal at the moment. Anyway, let me just eat that mushroom. No, not the mushroom spores, the meal pack. That's what I need. Then... yeah, we could grow some more stuff. But... Alright. I keep wanting to do more with the design of this, knowing full well that it's really like a somewhat disposable vehicle. Alright, and then what do I want along the side here? I have to figure out what goes in there. I think that is a... yeah, I think that is what that is. No. That's not what that is. We need a... Oh, I know this exists. It is in here. It's not you. No, it's not you, is it? No. You're the wrong way. I know this. I think this block... Oh, it does. I know what it is. I know what block I'm looking for. It is either this one or this one, I think. I think we're going to go with that one. I always like this one better. There we go. All right. Let's weld all that up and see where we're at. seems I missed some spots. Yeah, I'm gonna do something along here too. At some point. But let me get these things good to go first. Okay. I hope those are not going to freak out on me. Let's turn the dampeners off so it doesn't bounce around on me here. Now along here we could do, on top of this, we could do something like, do I want heavy armor? I don't really want heavy armor, I don't think. Where did I, there it is. Alright, so we could go, no, let's not do that. That's the wrong side. Okay. Well, that'll kind of cover that up a little bit there. Puts a little something around these since I can't armor around them because of the oh, actually, you know, now that I think about it, I could get a plate over this front right here. Did I do this side wrong? I think I did. Hang on. Yeah, I think I did. I think I want to... I'm not 100% sure that I need to be back this far. Yeah, you know, some heat greebling would... Some heat vent greebles would look pretty cool, actually. We could do something like... something like that, or we could do, or we could do something else similar in the back. Could put in some of those vent blocks. I think we need a little something right here as well. Maybe, because it doesn't really, now that I do that, it doesn't really connect into anything. Actually, maybe that's okay. Maybe that's okay. If that just kind of floats out like that. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So... here's what I will do with this. We're going to do this and that. And then I have to scroll through this whole thing again and do the... Because then we could greeble. Oh, no, I don't want to. I was going to say, oh, that'd be cool, but then I don't want to block the. Because there we go. We could greeble on that there. Greeble? Armor. We could armor on that. Little boxy, but what are you going to do? I want to be able to look out the window. Excuse me. I might do some shaping down in here a little bit so that this isn't so uniform, but we might have to go get some magnesium before we go on the battle for all these spiders we're killing. All right, so we've got the up. We need the down. Let's kind of stick down a little bit. That's okay, though. I like how compact this thing is. It's pretty cool, at least from that perspective. Let's get both of these. Now they'll start looking around, I bet. Mm-hmm.
Energy low.
Mm-hmm. Let's go fuel up on everything while I'm here. Alright, while I'm doing that, I'm going to take a drink of water. If you have not liked the stream, please consider liking the stream if you're actually liking the stream. And if you'd like to get notified when I go live, please consider subscribing. Ooh. Okay. Let's get these rear thrusters going. And we're going to greeble up the back. Now what I might do first is we need to come up with a place to park this, so I think we're going to dedicate one of these pads to parking it so that it can recharge or whatever. So we're going to have to pipe one of them up. I think what I'm going to do is we're going to do a little alternating thickness from side to side here to kind of break this up a little bit. What did I just do on the other side? Yeah. One, two, three. It's coming together. You know, like Rev said, a brick is, I'm paraphrasing because I don't remember exactly how he said it in his tutorial, but a brick is just a canvas with a good looking ship waiting to be set free or something like that. I don't remember, but that's the gist that I'm going for. Start with a brick, make it good. We could do something with that, so that's not still flat there. But do I want to? I don't think so. I think we'll leave it. There's a symmetry to it right now, so kind of. I think this will look better when it's painted, you know. Alright, so just double checking here. We've got braking thrust. We've got side-to-side thrust. We've got upwards thrust, which, despite looking kind of goofy, is all pointing upwards. We have forwards thrust. We have downwards thrust. Okay. I think that's everything. All right, I am considering popping it off of, well, let me weld up the front, but popping it off of the back here before I do the back, landing it on the ground somewhere, and then doing the back there, and just kind of taking it for a little test drive first. The top one's spinning in different directions. I mean, one would think that would mean that they are going in different directions. Actually, no, they're all spinning the same direction. These top ones. At least according to the labels spinning around. The fan blade, I think there's a frame rate thing perhaps, but the fan blades might look like they're going different ways, but they're all spinning the same way. It looked weird to me too. There's something about the sloped one that visually looks different than the other three at a glance. Even though if you look at them straight down from the top, they look identical. There's something. It's an illusion, Michael. It's an illusion. Do we want this to be? Yeah, I think we do, because I like this point. I like the point that happens right there. Okay. Oh, I wanted to waste more time on the front here as well. And just do a little something like this going straight up into the shield. Alright, then we'll weld up the shield and we will go take it for a quick test drive just out and about. Out in the neighborhood. I'm not even going to load it up with ammo. We'll just take it for a quick test drive. And then we'll get it a place to land. And then we can greeble up the back. Or actually, I might even just to keep things interesting. And because I'm kind of eager to start on the drones, I might forego greebling up the back and instead start working on one of the little drones, because I'd like to kind of figure out what we need to do for that. And I don't really need this thing to be fully functional in order to do that. Doesn't look terrible on the back, to be honest, but I do want to cover up that battery a little bit. Is that pretty much all of it? I think that's all of it that I can get to. So I need you, and then I just need a bunch of metal grids. That's way too many metal grids. That's a cool effect there, to be honest. Yeah. It's not bad. I think it would be better if we did Yeah, I agree. It would be really cool to make this just like a bare metal, and we don't really have a good skin for that. I'm going to play around with the skins. Like, this isn't the skin that I'm going to keep it on. I just like to build in this skin for some reason. But I'm thinking I'm going to hopefully not knock this thing off of here. But I want to change up a little bit of this. Just to give it a little bit of depth. Let's see, that has to stay as it is in order to hold the window on the glass. But we could still do... We could do the ones on the side of it here.
Energy low.
Oh, energy, you're always so low. Yeah, if I was thinking this through better, I probably would have spaced these a little bit differently so that I could really actually get something to hold the camera in place better. But there's nothing that I could... Do we have any blocks that I could put in like directly in front of these Gatlings that they could shoot through, or directly in front of this? Like on the big ships, you can put like corridors and stuff in front of them and they could shoot through them. We don't have anything like that in small grid, do we? We could move... yeah, the camera can be anywhere. I think the worry was about muzzle flash. But... oh, can they shoot through frame blocks? Oh. Maybe we'll have to do a quick little... yeah, give me a scaffolding block. We'll just put that there. Yeah, let's see. If they could shoot through like that. Looks like they can, yeah. The thrusters will damage them. Yeah, because we could do... yeah, I guess this would be the only option, is we could do like this. And that would give it a bit of an additional something holding it on the side. I'm not sure that I trust that. Maybe if it was like right up in front of it, it'd be okay. But the beam blocks would work. Yeah, the 2x1 tip. But the 2x1 tip, if I wanted it to hold the frame on, I'd have to put it this way. Or hold the window on, rather. Although, if I did move it back one, we could put it right there and it would probably be okay.
Critical.
Yeah, maybe we'll do that. Okay, yeah, we'll move the camera back. I think I was worried about muzzle flash blinding me, but it might actually be better if it's back one, so... yeah, we'll put the camera back there. Do I have the camera on here anymore? No. Okay, this is actually going to work better because... camera, and then I need that window. We don't have any of these. We have the bay windows. What do bay windows in small grid even look like? Hang on. Oh, well, I don't know what I was expecting. That's exactly what they would look like. Yeah, none of this helps me, though, does it? No. Why can't these be centered? Alright, that's not going to help. That's going to look weird. That doesn't do anything. Yeah, so I think we just got to do the window, which is totally fine. So we can put this window... oh, camera first. Then window. Yeah, I'm probably still going to get the muzzle flash. This actually might... This position might actually be best. So, we're gonna do it. We're gonna do it, and we're gonna live with it. So we can do that. Alright. Then we can put in... Where were my beams? So just to kind of hold that on a little bit more, we can put the beams right there. There we go. They are attached on the top to something, right? Top and bottom? Yes. I think... well, the remote control blocks would also be... Oh, Toshiro. I didn't even realize that was you. Welcome, Toshiro. Welcome, Joshua. If I missed you talking earlier, I apparently have not been reading the names. We could... the remote control still needs a camera to look through, so it would be looking through this camera. We're just trying to put something in front of the camera to be able to see. And what do we see when we look out that camera? Is it useful or useless now that we've kind of buried it? Oh, yeah, look at all these cameras. Okay, that's got to be this one. Oh. This is totally fine. Yeah. Cool, okay. Yeah, I'm good with that. Alright, then we got that random thing there that we're going to keep. Ooh, there's an unknown signal there. I'm going to go get it and see if it's got vegetables. Real quick before it disappears. We'll see if we can get it. Please don't fly away on me. Nope. Fine. Do you have anything useful? You got metal grids in you. I'm going to take you out. The rest of you can go blow up. Alright. Keep that rain out. Get rid of you, get rid of you, get rid of you. I'll keep all of you. Oh, get rid of you. Yep, and there it goes. Blowing up. Okay, so... I think this is fine. So what I'm going to do is make a spot to park it. Now, its connector is toward the back, and I think I want it to face... am I going to... Is this just a gigantic center floor? Why did I do this? Why did I do this? So we're going to have to replace that with small blocks. It makes sense that I would do this for the simplicity of it, but I'm going to have to... We're going to have to cut through it. So... Alright, so I need... floor, which I don't have anywhere. Floor center, I think. We could try to mimic that pattern that was going around, but I don't really want to waste the time doing it. So we'll just... Yeah, there's no... Yes, we'll just do this. And then this is where I'm going to put the connector. And then somewhere out here, let's see. Okay, so this is where I left a connection so that I could run pipes over to wherever I needed. So I'm going to run some pipage. I'm going to need interior plate though. Oh, where's the hole? let's see. We can get rid of you and just grab like 100 of you. Alright, and I'm just going to open a door for myself so I don't have to come back. Alright, so I think we're going to essentially... because I have a feeling we're going to... I hate how the bottom of this looks. I have a feeling we're going to be... let's see. I'm just going to put a junction here for now. And then we'll go... That way I can kind of split off whenever I want. There we go. I'm just going to have to weld all this up. Where is the nearest cargo access down here? Hello. Can I pull through you? Where's your little hatch? There we go. There we go. Oh, no. I was going to get that spider meat, but I don't really need it. All right. There we go. Perfect. Let's see, I had a connector here. So we need the small inset connector. We'll do it that way. Alright, now I never installed a button to open the roof, so I think we're going to do that. Let's do... Yeah, I guess one of these. I guess one of these. And we'll put it... We're going to... My plan was to put one by every door. But for now, we'll just do this one. Because there's four doors here that need to open. And there's 4 buttons on this thing, so that'll work. For now, we're just going to do this nice and simple, and we will...
Meteors inbound.
Go take a look at those meteors. I don't see any meteors. Oh, wait. That was loud. Okay. Sorry, let me go back and read and catch up on chat here. I don't think that a remote has ever, to my knowledge, I don't think you've ever been able to use a remote without a camera, like to use a remote and be able to see without a camera. Usually you assign a camera to a remote and then when you take control, then you see through that camera. You can control a ship without a camera. You just wouldn't be able to see through the remote. Unless there are modded remotes that do that. Place the remote behind the weapon. Yeah, I mean, correct me if I'm wrong here. I don't think you can see through a remote without a camera. But anyway, point of order from Game Dork. Because your fighter has the bottom flat nose, it will need one small block standoff for its connection. A flat connection won't work. Well, that's probably true. But that means I'd have to raise this one entire block up. Because it's one of these. I don't want to make a small grid just to land a small grid on a small grid. But you do bring up a good point. We could sink... Yeah, you know what? We could just sink what's around it. We'll just do armor here instead of floor. Yeah. Oops. It'll be fine. I think I'm going to turn this around then so you don't see that extra
full.
port. Oh, that's not the one I need. I need the opposite. This thing. Yeah, I guess that's just going to have to be that. Yeah, well.
Energy low.
I'm hoping that's not going to end up being too far back, because we're in line with that. So it's probably going to go back to there. Yeah, it's probably fine. Alright, let's cut her loose. See how she does. I should probably put a camera on the bottom so that I can... Hang on one second. Let's put some mag plates on the bottom too, just so that I can, in case I need to mag plate onto something. We'll just do one there and one way in the back. Although, yeah, no, that'll be fine. And I notice those are a different color. Keep them all the same until I do the painting. Alright, then let's put a camera right in front of this. That shouldn't be a problem. I don't think the fact that it's going to stick down a little bit. Okay. And let's name you...
Energy critical.
Yeah, jeez. What should we name this ship? I was thinking I should finally name something potato themed, and we could make the little ships that fly around it be like the tater tots or something like that. Or the nuggets. I'd be okay with the nuggets. We could just make it some kind of theme like that. I forgot what I was going to do. Oh, I was going to name the front camera, which I don't know that I can get to anymore. No. Alright. Let's actually bring this back down. Oh, what did I just do? I toggled it off. Actually, that works fine. Toggle it off. Bring it back down. Let's reverse it. Toggle it back on. Oh, the miner's coming back. Or is the miner going back out? No, he's going back out. Goodbye, miner. Goodbye, go-getter. I should probably update the blueprint to the one that's on the workshop now. Yeah, let's not name it the same as Irish ship. I think everybody was already in agreement on that. I want both of you to stop the... Where's the idle movement? I want to turn that off. Alright. Yeah, let's cut this thing loose. Interesting. Oh, I think I have the batteries on recharge, don't I? That would do it. And now we are Tim Curry attack ship. I'm so tempted right now. The tombstone. I actually kind of like that as an idea. Maybe we'll sleep on it. Let's get you going again. Let's get these mag plates not auto-locking and unlocking. There we go. Now let's see if we can maneuver this guy out the roof here. Looks like he's gonna fit. Alright. Let's see how well he flies. We got like 27 minutes. Oh, he's gonna need some lights, huh? Now, those are my headlights on the front there. Yeah, he's gonna need some lights. Up. Turns pretty well. Overall. I mean, there's a good amount of drift, but actually, overall, he's pretty good, I'd say. Good enough for what we're trying to do. He's probably going to need more stopping thrust, because that's a while to slow down there. He actually slows down faster on the side thrust, but we could put some of those little flat thrusters on this facing forward somewhere, just to give it a little extra oomph. Yeah, if we turn sideways, we slow down a lot faster. We're not hitting the max of our battery power at all. Oh, don't hit the ground. Please don't hit the ground. Oh, there's a spider right here, too. Hello, spider. You can see his legs sticking out right there. Alright, so we're just going to need, as soon as I land, he'll come out and get shot. We're going to need to put a little bit of braking thrust on it, but other than that, it's good. So, oh, and it's like, what is this, hail? Oh, jeez. It's always something with this. Alright, so we're also going to have to figure out, oh, I might need another. No, we're good. Alright, let's put my downwards camera on here so I could see as I'm coming in. So we should be able to, in theory, come straight down like this onto, yeah, this thing is pretty long, but let's see, we're probably aiming for like right there, roughly. Oh, I should maybe put the connector in the, no. There we go. Alright. Then we're going to have to group all these thrusters up at some point. And we'll put the batteries back to recharge. Now I'm wondering if, I'll figure out all the groups later and everything, but I'm wondering if it wouldn't make sense to, there we go, there's our spider friend. Close that. We're getting some weather happening in here. See, this is why I wanted to build a hangar, so that we could do this kind of stuff and not get bothered by weather. Even though there's no air in this room, it doesn't matter. All right, so yeah, we need a little bit more braking thrust somewhere. Where can we put a little bit more braking thrust? Solanum tuberosum is the scientific name for potato. Huh. I mean, the tuberosum part makes sense because they're like tubers. But, yeah, that's the solanum. Solanum? Solanum? Maybe we will fit that in. Okay, but first, before we fit that in, we need to fit in braking thrust, which we would fit in somewhere. Yeah, I'm purely looking at it in terms of brake, like slowing, like from top speed, the amount of time it takes to slow down. I feel like I just want to get like one little forward-facing thruster somewhere, and if I could do that, I'd be in good shape. Just like one of these little flats. Let's see. There isn't one that would fit in right here, right? I don't think. They're all flat or... Yeah, I don't have a good shape that I could already take out. I don't think. We'd have to put it like sticking out somewhere. One on each side under the turret. Oh yeah, I guess they could just be embedded back here and they would just kind of like thrust into the one in front of it. Which would be kind of weird. I was thinking, actually, that we could carve out a space like toward the front here. Like, I don't need to be floating for this. Do I still have them in the... Yeah, so if we did something like... hang on, I gotta find the variant. We did something like this, and then put a... like a flat... a similar block in front of it. And what if we did something like... This is going to kind of ruin my whole aesthetic here. But... is this the right way? It is thrusting forward. That should be correct. So if we did like that, and then maybe put a plate in front of it, and then... no, maybe not. Maybe we do... Maybe we don't even do that there. You get what I'm saying? Like, we could do this, and then flow right back up into that. You know? I think that would look better than right there, because I'm not 100% sure how I would make it look correct with the turret sitting on top of it. But I think this will look good. Let me weld this up real quick. And let's see what this looks like. Sorry, I'm all turned around now because it's not in the same spot as it was before. Yeah, if we did it like that. Oh yeah. Oh, I like that. I hope that's facing the right direction. But yeah, if we did something like that, that's pretty cool. Yeah, I think I dig it. I think I dig it. Where am I going to put... It just occurred to me that I want to put spotlights on the front. I don't know that I'm going to be able to. I think I'm only going to be able to do point lights. Unless I just... No, because these are all half blocks. Yeah, I don't think I'd be able to get spotlights on here. They'd have to, like, stick out on little wingtips or something. I mean, I guess I could make a... Yeah, no. Maybe we're just not going to... Yeah, I think the thing is, we're going to attack in the daylight. Is going to be the plan. So, and we'll put enough light on it where if I need to fly back at night, then, you know, we'll have enough light to be able to land and stuff. We'll just put some interior lights around the place. Let's see. I really want more. I really want vegetable or coffee seeds. I'm going to go get that unknown signal in a minute. There we go. Okay. Nope. That. Turn you off. Yeah, I think that's going to be... Oh, that was new. I think that is going to be good. We'll put some lights on it, like such as... Oh, what's going to look good? We could embed one of those. We could put one of these on the outside. We could... let's see. We'll probably put one of these things on it if we wanted. I forget that this is solid block going on here. I don't know why we have this plate here. I don't think we need that anymore, other than it might be holding this thing on, which is fine. I don't want to put that right there. Okay, sorry. The mall. It does kind of look like something you would hit somebody with. Game Dork. That's not a bad... It looks like, you know, this is a cannon. It looks like the business end of something there. So, could I fit an angled 1 block forward thrust centered in front of the cab like a blower on a hot rod? Oh. Could I? I could put anything right here technically because I can't see a gosh darn thing. Pardon my language. When I'm sitting in the cab, so... You know, if we really felt like we needed another thruster on here, you know, we could. In fact, there's no half one that faces forward, right? No, there's not. There's just this. The exhausts, right? Isn't that what it's called? We have the exhaust pipe. That's what y'all are talking about. Put one of these things like right in the front of my vision here. That would actually be kind of cool to have it like sitting back here. Oh, you know, I could. I'm wondering. I could do, I could have this thing, like, be a visual indicate. Oh, no, you can't. You can't change, like, through a timer block, you can't change what the exhaust pipe is doing, I don't think, right? Yeah, I don't think. I was going to say, that could be a visual indicator, like when we go to battle mode, it starts spitting out the green smoke or something like that. But I don't think you could do that. Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. Yeah, I can't actually rotate it. I'd have to put a block down. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Like, put it facing this way, but move it somewhere over here. You know, have it facing forward, or this way or something. Yeah, on and off is all I could do. Actually, you know, on and off would be enough. Let's do this stupid idea. I say that with all the love because I'm actually going to do it. And it will be, oh, I gotta aim here. Hold on. It will be off when we're not using it. And when it is on, it will have some sort of wicked cool effect. So when we go to battle mode, meaning we're going to send the signal to the other drones. So I think what we're going to do, here's what we're going to do, Kaz. We're going to take Joshua's idea here. We're going to, it's going to be off when we're in normal mode, it'll just be off. And then let me angle this so that we can kind of see what we're doing here. Then when we go to, so I don't want any power dependency. I want, that might be a bit much. Hang on. What I wanted was like, okay, also a bit much. I was thinking something like that. And then we could put something on the other end for it to connect to. Maybe just a second one, and we don't turn it on, and it just looks like they're arcing between. But like, oh, I could have used the new rounded blocks. I did completely forget about those. I forgot there was I forgot there were small grid versions of those. The new rounded blocks. We still got time. So what I was originally thinking was reactor. Was it the reactor smoke that's kind of green? Except you can't really see it in battle. So I'm thinking it turns on. It looks like this when we're in battle mode. Okay? And then in front of it we have these new round blocks that I always remembered existed. Oh man, I could have really used those, couldn't I? Man, that would have been really cool, actually, now that I think about it. Well, I'm not going to go redesigning this whole thing. What is... Do any of these round ones look like some sort of something that this thing would be connecting to? Because we could do... I mean, we could do the columns. The cylindrical column. Yeah, maybe the V2 of this, after this one gets completely blown up in the test run, we'll do the... Do these things have a... No, they don't have a small grid. Truss does, but it's really long. None of those experiment things, those lab things, none of them have a small grid thing. We could do... I mean, I could just do a second one, and it would just look like it's arcing between them, and we wouldn't turn on the second one. Beacon? Oh, actually, I might need a beacon on here. Now that I think about it. If they're going to be relative to this ship. If the, you know what? Hold on. What if... I don't know which one of these is actually going to look better. Yeah, I might actually need a beacon on here. So I think we can take off this thing. Apparently we can. That's good. Yeah, so you're thinking the rounded blocks holding the two exhaust? Yeah. 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 We could do the rounded blocks right here. Behind this thing. Okay, you're gone for a second. We can do rounded blocks in the back too. When I get to the back. Timmy, the list of mods should be linked in the description of the episode. Alright, I need, like... Where did we have this at? Was it here? It was, like, here. So I think we started here. And then... Where's the exhaust? Did I lose the exhaust already? Here we go. Oh, yeah. Now we're talking. That looks slightly better. And then... Oh, what did I say in the front? Beacon? So, what is the thing that's going to get electrocuted here? That could even be plugged directly into it, too. This is like, potentially just a dumb idea to do. But, yeah, okay, so I'm thinking we go... since we're using these things now. We're going to go, because I got to cover up this little hole that's right there. I have to cover it up, you know, I don't have a choice. We only have one variant of this right here, right? That's some kind of random heavy armor in front of it. We're going to leave it there. Alright. And then my beacon will be right. I think I like that. Alright. Good thing I decided I wasn't going to over-engineer this whole thing. Alright, so our exhaust is going to be electrical arc. So there we go. So when we go to battle mode, this is what we're going to power up with. Just going crazy on that beacon. Why are we doing this? Why are we doing this, guys? Is it because it's awesome? Is it because it looks awesome? I think so. So that'll turn on when we send the ships into battle mode with the action relay, and then it'll turn off when I tell them to knock it off, basically. Everything is awesome. You are correct. All right, was there anything else we needed to do? Oh, yeah, we were going to make the back. Yeah, I've only got like 15 minutes of the stream left. Let's not start on the other ones now. Let's turn this off. Let's cut this down to like 2 kilometers. That's 2 kilometers, right? Yeah. And then we're just going to shut it off for now, so we're not using the power. Another, yeah. All right, let's just think about what's going to go on the back of this thing. What's going to go on the back? Look at that volcano. Sure is neat. Oh, that's neat. That's neat. Okay, yeah, let's look at the back, which I'm always really bad at. Done. Now, what's going to go in the middle here? What are we going to use to cover up this battery? Should we put a third big battery here? It's going to stick out too far, I think. Be too hard to armor around. I think we're good on the battery. Potentially. We could always move these things back one if we needed to. Could put little batteries. Could put a couple little batteries in the back if I wanted. We could just kind of curve this in. Yeah, welcome back, Digrock. It is. We took it for a slight test drive, a short test drive. Let me show you. Hold on. This is the coolest part. Chat made me do this. This is all their fault. When we go to battle mode, this is going to happen. Look at that. Yep. And now you may be asking, what's the point of that? And you're exactly right. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to leave that on for now. Here's what I think I'm going to do. We want like a slick looking, you know, like this thing is going to be, this thing is fast, right? That's the deal with it. So what if we like make it feel fast? Somehow. By giving it like a, giving it one of these, give it a look like this. I don't know, I'm tired now. I'm talking, I'm at the no talkie stage. I could put one tiny battery right there just to make myself feel good. I'm not gonna, because it'll be dead in no time. So, alright, right here, we could put, no, I thought we had a thing that could do that. That is part of this group. Yes. There it is, I think. There we go. I think we might have to paint it like red and orange to make it blend in with the... and make it look like a potato. The battle potato. This gives us like a... we can kind of stripe this out on the back here. Yeah, do something cool with that. So then... ooh, yeah, because I could put like a little light right there. Just to have a little... I'm thinking through where the lights go now. That's how you know I'm getting close to being done. Needs a little je ne sais quoi. Hmm? So actually heat block on the back is probably a good idea. Just a heat vent. In terms of the defensive block, we kind of discussed this a little bit a stream or two ago. The thinking is that I'm going to be manually target locking whatever, so I won't need the defensive block to do the target locking. So I think the turrets should be okay by that, but we'll have defensive blocks on the drones. Let's see. If we put a vent in this spot, it'll be half covered up. So I could take that out and then just have the vents there, or I think I'm gonna put a vent right here. Not a vent, but this thing, heat vent. Did I put it in the wrong way? Put it in the wrong way, didn't I? The model looked like it was the right way. Yeah, see, that looks like it opens... that looks like it opens that way. But it actually opens the other way. Huh. Interesting. There we go. Blame Marcus. Alright, I think I dig that. It just needs some color. But overall, I think that's looking pretty good. I think that's looking pretty good. So, next stream, next Thursday, we will paint it, hopefully real quick, and then we will start working on... actually, if I have time in between, I might just paint it off stream just for fun. But I definitely want to get started on the nuggets, or whatever we're going to call them. And it needs a name, too, so I'll have to look back at the names you guys mentioned and see what makes sense. But yeah, I think it turned out really good. I like this. I hope the sides aren't going to get hit by... I hope we didn't bury these too deep that they're going to get hit by their own bullets. But what can you do at this point? I think it's a solid attempt at protecting everything. So, yeah, the tots. I think I'm gonna call them the tots because I like the idea of that. Okay, yeah, I think it looks good. I think this looks good. I think we've got a decent chance. I think we've got a decent chance of taking out. Hold on. I was going to be dramatic about this, but I opened the wrong door. Of taking out. Oh, now it's gone. The enemy stronghold. Which, I mean, to be honest, I could have just flown the Titan over there and we could have probably just bombarded it. The Titan probably would have survived pretty well. But anyway, the point is, we will take out that stronghold. Not next stream. Maybe not even the stream after that. But soon. And for the rest of our lives. We will take out that stronghold and hope that something worse doesn't spawn in its place afterwards. So, we will do that on the next stream. So Sunday, DNA and I will be back with Designated Survivor. And what are we even doing in that stream these days? We are his ship is just about done, I believe. So we went on a scouting mission last time. Oh, that's right. We are making preparations to go back to space so that we can start building a assault ship to take on the Factorum, or perhaps maybe not the Factorum right away, but we're going to go do some pirating, get some experience with attacking some NPCs, and then with the goal of eventually attacking some Factorum. So that'll be Sunday, and then next Thursday I'll be back with Titan. I was planning originally on alternating between SE1 and SE2, but on Thursdays. But I'm really anxious to try out these nuggets, to get these automated drones and attack this stronghold. And the rest of the stream team is doing SE2, so I don't feel like you guys are, starving for SE2 content at the moment. So for the time being, I'm just going to hang out here on Titan on Thursdays and continue building these automated drones. And I think that's it. Please consider liking the stream if you actually liked the stream. Please consider subscribing if you'd like to get notified when I go live. If you want to hit ! Discord in the chat, if you're not in the Iron Engineered Coffee Discord, you could join the Discord, go hang out with all of these people who are in chat here, and continue talking to them when it's not Potato Day. That's it. Take care, everybody. Oh, shoot, where's my button? Okay, hold on, let me do that again. Take two. Take care, everybody.